Hello to my fellow gamers, it is I, Chef Baker. Right off the bat, I just want to say I'm not being paid for this video. I'm not an employee of the game or anything like that. I am just a passionate fan of this franchise. As you can already tell from the title of this video, I am here to give my opinion on the game, both positive and negative, and I'm going to try to not be biased given that this is my favorite shooter, although Call of Duty 4 Remastered may claim that title next month. Now, to start off, I'll talk about the graphics. This game is a masterpiece, and if you check out the multiplayer map Harbor, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It is so beautiful. The environment feels so real, and it just draws you in deep, and you forget you're even gaming out in your living room or your bedroom. Like, it's incredible. It's crazy how far technology has come. I remember playing Super Mario 64, and the hands were literally square blocks. The campaign shows off the graphics the most because of all the different environments and the cutscenes, and it is such a treat to look at the game. The developers did such a great job. The thing about Gears of War 4 or Gears of War in general that separates it from other popular shooters such as Call of Duty is that with each installment of the game, the gameplay improves so much. I thought it couldn't get better after Gears of War 3, but it still continues to improve, which is very impressive. I love that Gears of War sticks to the core of the game in terms of gameplay, and with every new installment of the game since the first Gears of War, you can see the graphics improve each time. It reminds me of Resident Evil 4. Even though it was on the GameCube, the graphics looked like it was powered by the 360. The Coalition did a great job maximizing the power of the Xbox One, and I know it'll get better with Gears of War 5. I'm just assuming there's going to be a Gears of War 5, I'm just saying. Anyways, Gears of War 4 has a lot to offer. It has the campaign, it has the multiplayer, and it has the Horde mode, which is a survival game where you can team up with your buddies to try and survive 50 waves of monsters and killer robots. You can fortify the map, and there are different classes to choose from. But there has been a lot of coverage on it already, so I won't talk about it too much in this video. Now, another thing I want to talk about, that why you should buy Gears of War 4, is the movement and the gameplay. The movement system in Gears of War 4 is just satisfying once you learn the basics, which is the roadie run and the wall bouncing. And when you combine the two of them together, you can move through the map in such a fluid manner and just flow like water, you know? Just moving around the map reminds me of parkour in a way. It's very fun. Now, the three elements I just mentioned just a moment ago was the campaign, multiplayer, and horde mode. I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of each. Now, the pro for the campaign is it's like a movie. There are not a lot of video games, that can manage to combine the cinematic cutscenes and the gameplay well enough to give you that experience of playing a video game, but also adding in cutscenes to deliver a great story mode. It has some great storytelling, and that it throws in some flashbacks, and the characters talk during the game, creating an illusion that they aren't just AI but actual people and drawing you deeper into the game. The best part is John DiMaggio, the voice actor for Bender of Futurama, is also the voice actor for Marcus Phoenix. That guy is talented. I did not know until Gears of War 3 that he was playing Marcus Phoenix. Fun fact, he also plays this dude. Yep, Jake from Adventure Time. Anyways, back to the campaign. The story is very dramatic, action-packed, funny, and my favorite element, mysterious. It has a co-op so you can game out with your buddies and create an even better experience. Now the cons, the only cons I can actually think of is if you missed out on Gears of War 1, 2, 3, and Judgment, you might not understand the story or know who the main characters are and their significance.
Oh, great news, everyone! Shove it!
The previous Gears of War is on sale if you'd like to check them out. Just letting you know. Now, Horde mode, if you are a fan of zombies like in Call of Duty, then you will love Horde mode. I wasn't too much into Gears of War 3's Horde mode because it felt more of like a shooter. It wasn't really that scary. Like if you've played Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 4 was a survival horror, you know, like you had to survive, and it was scary, you know. Resident Evil 5 was more, you know, just shoot through these people, and it wasn't as scary as Resident Evil 4. And same thing with Gears of War 3, is like it wasn't as scary. You fortified the map and you just got overwhelmed, whereas in Gears of War 2 and 4 they deliver on the experience of Horde mode where you just feel scared. These monsters and these robots are coming at you, and you know, it feels great playing Horde mode and having that like anxiety and fear of what's coming around the corner, Now, the only cons I could think of is if you run into trolls online or people are too serious, but that's pretty rare, to be honest, and you can easily just invite 4 of your buddies or join a social match and play some horde mode with some randoms, but it's better to just get a bunch of buddies. The multiplayer, this is the best aspect of Gears of War in my opinion. Now, it's very satisfying to get multi-kills. If you've played Halo, you know what I'm talking about. And it's very fun outplaying people, using the map better, bouncing around, using your movement to kill people, and getting clutches, which is being the last one alive and taking out 3 or more enemies. That's an incredible feeling as well. The multiplayer is so much fun, especially now that they have the new game mode, Arms Race. Nothing beats popping a couple people with your Nasher, and that's why Gears of War's multiplayer is one of the best multiplayers out there. The cons, you might run into some veteran players who will go right through you because if you don't have the basics down, it's just easy for them to take you out. And even if you do have the basics down, they have such a deep understanding of the game that they'll still outplay you a lot. It can be discouraging just because you're getting killed over and over and it's never fun to be losing all the time, but just remember, Gears of War players are very passionate and competitive, so there's no shame in getting bodied or popped. As my friend, or my cousin I should say actually, Clutch and Baker once said, everybody gets popped. It's just a part of the game, It's like being a fighter. You're gonna get punched in the face, it's just inevitable. The second con is when you run into a 5-man team, it'll be very difficult to win because you'll be getting marked on the map. They'll know where you are, and everyone else will know because they'll mark you. The teammates let you know where they are, and you get screwed. You get surrounded. They will have map control, and map control means they'll have the power weapons, and it's very difficult to face a team where they're putting Lancer, I'm sorry, they got a bunch of guns now. They're putting rifle fire, long range shots on you, and then on top of that, you're getting hit with the power weapons, and then on top of that, you guys have to deal with Nasher players putting pressure on you. It's very fun if you're competitive, but it's not fun running into a 5-man team when you're playing solo. So I recommend finding some decent players and partying up. It's really fun. It's a con, but it's also a pro in a way, depending on how you look at it. Now, the third most frustrating thing in Gears of War multiplayer is sponging. The thing in Gears of War has always been around is sponging. You shoot a guy a bunch with your Lancer and he just doesn't go down. Let's say it takes 30 shots with the Lancer to take a guy down, and he just eats 50 shots and he still doesn't go down. It doesn't make any sense because usually it's a certain amount of bullets and they'll go down. They just eat the shots. Oh, sorry, that was my laundry machine. They'll just eat the shots and keep on going. And then it's even more frustrating when you run up to a guy with your shotgun, put your barrel into his nostrils and blast, and he just eats the shot. But a lot of the times it's a matter of connection, and well, this will hurt a little bit, but the fact of the matter is you might have actually just missed the shot. And there have been plenty of times where I watch back on my capture card and realize in reality I shot over his head, but in the heat of the battle it looked like I shot his damn face off, but it didn't end up happening that way. Anyways, hopefully you guys consider buying this game. This video is intended for people who've never played Gears of War, or people who've played previous Gears of War and they're kind of on the fence because they're like, oh, I want my old characters back. It's not the same without the old crew, but it is great. The new characters are great. The gameplay is great. The graphics are not awesome. The horde mode is very fun. Back to its roots, I feel like. And yeah, that's all I can say. Great things about this game. The cons are rare moments, and yeah, anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, leave a comment of what kind of videos you'd like to see from me. I usually do commentaries or montages, but if you want to see me doing more videos like this, giving games reviews, just let me know. Anyways, take care, you guys. I hope you enjoyed.